we are now live. I think.
Huh?
I think we're.
Are we rolling? Are we rolling?
We are. We're live. The cameras are on. Ed. The cameras are on.
Excellent.
Bring out your fucking dead.
Excellent.
It's time. It's time to ascend to level 7, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's level 7, isn't it? That's
yes.
what we got to level 6 last time. Pretty concisely.
Smashing it.
I'm gonna load in and I'm going to give you an invite. How does that sound? How does that grab you? Fantastic. Right, okay, so let's go. Continue. Bonjour.
So yeah,
bienvenue.
would you like a justification as to my...
Oh right, yeah, okay, yeah, right. Hang on, let's get the man. Let's get the man with. Let's get Kalanor in the. Currently, he's. I imagine he's just sort of staring vacantly at things with not really knowing what he's doing.
What's going on?
Yeah. You know, Click. You know, Click. The film.
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine that when you aren't controlling Kalanor, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So
I've decided we are watching Trap tomorrow as well. That's what we're going.
Trapped. Did you get the invite? Did it come through? You should be able to hot join anyway. If not, but cool.
Can indeed.
Right. So and for the viewers, yes, thank you. Resume. I just I better run through. We have actually got a very nice looking. Can you see that? That was stolen. Stolen, not by me. I didn't thieve it. Someone else did. And they are naughty.
So basically, I think how I'll do it, how I'll break mine down is I'll do a top 5, and then there'll be 2 honourable mentions because I think the 2
right. Okay. So what for your
outsider? Yeah, the 2 outsider choices are kind of. There's a reason why they're honourable mentions and not in the top 5 itself. They could easily be in there.
Are these so? Okay, so whenever it comes, so we're going to do some we're going to go through like top 5 builds for honor mode that we found work. Are these? Obviously, you can't. Are you saying this is run all of these people as a party?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Right. I think that a party setup is a different kettle of fish. I think that
you can't have it all. That's the one thing. That's the one thing you. As much as you want it, you can't have it all. So I think
they are separate. Yeah. I think I was talking about these builds individually.
Okay.
And if they are supported sort of, correctly, or even just like, half correctly, then they are, I would say, the top 5. I'm pretty confident on them as a top 5. And as I say, I think there's two builds that arguably would be in there, but they have to be played correctly.
I agree.
So I think we'll go with the honourable mentions first. So first one will be the Draconic Bloodline Sorcerer. Now the reason why that wouldn't be in the top 5 is because it is really hard to play. Like you actually have to learn all the timings of when to use your twin spells and all of that stuff.
Because you've got
It's
that
very, very strong,
you've got
but
the meta magic stuff. When you get those meta magic, I can't remember what they call it, but it's like the bardic inspiration things. You get them on,
exactly.
but you get them on a long rest, so
Yeah.
they're a finite um, um, boon, you know. So you've got to really, really use them strategically. And I think when you've used them all, you don't want to have to be. You don't want to be long resting at the end of
No, of course.
every single confrontation. I don't think. I mean, you could do that. I mean, there's nothing. Is there actually anything to say that you can't just long rest after every confrontation? I guess
Not
not.
necessarily. No, no,
But
there's absolutely not.
I think it ruins the flow of the game.
Does a bit. And to be honest, even if you took that out, I still think to a certain extent, again, you have to be very particular with how you play the how you actually play the build,
I
you know.
agree.
So
I'm with
I
you.
think for that particular reason it can't be in there. But in terms of strength, when it's played correctly, it's 100% top five, probably looking at like, you know, on par really with like 3 and 4. But the other one that I would say for me is an honourable mention. I know you're not a as much of a fan. You prefer a different variant of it.
I
But for
do.
me, I think the Life Cleric is also an honourable mention. And the reason I say that, particularly late game, right? Early game, Life Cleric pretty mediocre. Doesn't really offer a lot. Mid game kind of offers you. It's obviously the best out and out healing build you can make, but it's again, there's not really much else you can kind of use it for in the middle game. So I think for the first couple of acts, it's probably not great, but for Act 3, I would say it's almost not a must have, but borderline a must have because of some of the encounters basically being incredibly either difficult or just if the turn order doesn't go your way, you need to be able to quickly re-get your party back to as close to full strength as you can. And I think that Life Cleric does that better than any other build, really. Only really the Paladin sort of
I,
semi-comparable.
yeah,
Um,
and you know
those preserve life,
you know
so
my reservations about the life cleric is only that they don't get any offensive spells. They just
right,
don't. They just
yeah.
don't. So
It's pure support,
so
you know.
but it's a pure support to the point where you're basically saying, right, we're going to pack all of our damage into 3 people and then have one person to just stand there. The problem
And
is
support them,
then like, and we got caught out when that person goes down, then we're
But
fucked.
that's the other thing, right? That's the other thing is when somebody does go down, she does offer a quick resolution to that problem. Not many characters are able to. I know that you can get mass heals and little ones and things like that, but preserve life, and let's not forget the her end game mega spectacular once per playthrough spoiler alert spell, which is phenomenal um
That doesn't matter what
when you need it.
that
I
doesn't
don't think
that doesn't
that's not
matter what
necessarily
that doesn't matter what deity or what
no, that's not
specification you
specific
are.
to the
Yeah,
life cleric, but that's just in clerics in general,
yeah.
right? And that's why again this is top five all
Oh
builds.
yeah,
This
no,
isn't
you
necessarily
need it.
derivatives.
Yeah.
Um,
I do not see a Baldur's Gate 3 um, party without a cleric.
in some
I think
capacity, yeah.
it would be very difficult. I think if you don't run a cleric, I think you're neutering yourself massively, because clerics are like wizards, but so much better. They're so
Mm.
much. They're just the clerics are just so good. If you build them rightly, correctly, as I think we are Shadowheart, in my opinion, I think they are so solid. Like at the minute, we don't need her. We don't need her at the minute.
No,
Um,
there will come a point though where we'll have a fight or one or two
well,
fights where it will be more beneficial to have a
yeah.
cleric than not. But we'll
When
see. We'll see how it goes.
it gets to, well, we'll see because like so I'm level 6 now. So then level 8 comes around.
I will say that so far it's been very plain sailing in this playthrough, and knowing what I know about like sometimes how the fights can go, there will be occasions where we won't just be breezing and blitzing enemies like carving through a cake. Do you know what I mean? Like there's going to come a point where we
I
hit
agree.
something in the road, and again, this is why this builds an honorable mention to me, is because when you do come across that one fight where the initiative just shafts you, or you just come up against a very tough enemy that gets some like some good hits on your party. There's for me having that backstop is very much worth having. Obviously, it's not the be all end all. You can win without it. Again, if you're very good with the characters and the other builds, and you're good at compiling a party together and working with it, then you could probably get by without it. Having said that, I think especially for the average player, having like that pure support, pure healer who just keeps the party alive is very, very useful. But those are the two kind of honorable mentions. I don't think they're top 5, but I think they could be in there, especially circumstantially, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, okay.
And as I say, with the cleric, again, to be honest, with the domains for cleric, I think that a lot of those are personal preference anyway. There are certainly some that are better than others, but
I mean,
depends how you
a
want to do
lot
it,
of
really.
people like the Tempest cleric,
Exactly, yeah.
and I just
They've all
think
got uses.
I think the only thing that I can think of that makes Tempest cleric good is, I mean, you do get, again, because it's an elemental deity, well, not deity, but what's it called, subclass. Because it's an
Yeah.
elemental one, you do get those spells, which is quite good. So you do get like lightning bolt, or what's it called? It's not called lightning bolt.
I know the one you're talking about, the one with chain lightning or something.
It's like chain lightning, but it's
It,
like
it hits
it's
multiple people, doesn't it?
it hits multiple people. But there's also the one where it just does a straight. It is AoE, but it's in a straight like column. Do
Yeah,
you know what that one's called?
can't quite remember.
I can't.
You're about Moonbeam.
No, it'll come to me.
Okay,
It'll come to me.
not
It'll
sure.
come to me. It'll come to
Anyway.
me. I'm sure.
But yeah.
But yeah.
So
Anyway, so yeah, I think there's I think personally we've got a really good setup at the moment.
yeah, a lot of the builds in the top 5 are exactly, they're in our party right now. So obviously bias, but there's a reason why they're in the party and why we're blitzing the game currently. But yeah, so I mean, in terms of the top 5, I would say that number 5, the reason why this is in here over certain other builds, it's the swords bard. I would say the reason this is so strong is because secondary to the paladin, it gets spell casting, and some very important spell casting at that, i.e. hold person,
yeah,
and other sort of crowd control spells. The flourishes are great. Being able to kind of deal multiple damage is really, really useful in, again, circumstantially, but very, very useful. And it stands up very much as a kind of story build. You're able to kind of handle any situation you need to in terms of dialogue. You're able to fight pretty well by yourself. Again, spells. You can play support. It's quite a versatile pick, right? That will always be, no matter whether it's you're going for a story playthrough or on a mode, you're always gonna get along with that kind of build, and it should be fun.
And this is why I think, as much as I love a multi-class, and God knows I love a multi-class. I'm just gonna go. I was running the numbers. I was looking through, and I'm thinking, right, what's the best? How can I maximize everything out of the bard? And I was thinking, do I do like a a 2-level dip into Warlock to try and get some Eldritch Blasts off. And I was like, I could get Hex if I did that. There's literally no point. Literally no point. So I'm just going to stick with just Bard straight the way through, 100%. That's
and that's
man.
the beauty. Again, another beauty of that build actually is that you can go Swords Bard to 10 and leave the last 2 for a multi-class, and it fits perfectly in with the Swords Bard. So if you went,
what you could
whether
do,
you went Warlock or
you could go
Paladin or Fighter, no matter what you do with that multi-class, it will fit into the Swords Bard, and that versatility is second only to one of the build, in my opinion.
Okay, so that's number 5. So what's number 4?
Yeah. So number 4 for me is the Battlemaster Fighter. Now I ummed and ahed because the Barbarian is very, very good, and obviously you can kind of make it a little bit gamey if you go for the throwing Barbarian. But we're not going to get too much into that because it is a bit gamey. You have to like work out what you're doing with it, and it just becomes a bit naff. But even just a normal Barbarian, the two are both very, very strong. You could argue that the Berserker Barbarian is probably the most simple and high damage. But the reason I'd go with the Battlemaster Fighter over the Barbarian is extremely high damage, great utility. It's fairly flexible in terms of like how you want to play it. You can kind of be a tank, you can kind of be a damage dealer, like quick in and out damage dealer, or you can kind of play it at range as well. It's a bit, obviously the ideal scenario really is you're using your Battlemaster Fighter as a tank. And of course you get the heavy armor, which against the Barbarian, probably going to win out, especially in the later game, just needing that high AC. So I would say, for all its intents purposes, I think the Battlemaster Fighter is very, very easy to play. I think if anybody was coming to the game for the first time, that's probably the build you should pick, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, there's always that.
If you don't understand the game.
There's that ongoing meme, isn't there, that when you go into a fantasy setting, you've got all these different races and different people to all these different classes. You can be a wizard, a warlock, a bard, a druid, an elf, a halfling, a gnome, this, that, and the other. And then there's always that ongoing meme of, no, I'm going to be a male human fighter, and if that's if you are the person that goes, no, I just want to look cool as fuck, run in, whack some things, do a load of damage, and save the day, that is the Battlemaster Fighter. That's it. That is that class to a T. And it's not, I don't think it feels a bit plain to me because I quite like spells. I like spells. Spells are my jam.
Of course, these are all personal preference at the end of the day.
Yeah. So
some are a little bit more objective than others. I think number one and number 2, I'll explain why I think they're objectively stronger than any other. But yeah, I think for the most part, obviously, a lot of this is personal preference.
Yeah. And then Battlemaster. Look, it just do so much damage. The superiority die, the fact that it does an extra D8 damage as well,
which goes to a D10 when you go pure.
Which goes to a D10 if you go pure Battlemaster, which is just ridiculous. Like the damage output that you can do. That if you then get a critical hit, everything crits. You can do so much damage on. And you have an action surge, so you can keep just hitting, and that's without offering up any magic, which is really, really positive.
Yeah, very good build, very, very stable pick, pretty much a good choice, always to have in the party as well. Mixes very well with whatever party setup you've got. So versatile in that sense, maybe not so much as how you play it, but versatile to a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, can't go wrong with it. So number
Have I
three for me,
been
now
this
some
way
people put it
before?
below this, below that build, but for me, I obviously love it. It's the build I have pretty much played the most. It's the open hand monk. Now, I personally think the only downside to the monk, the only thing that stops the monk from being as strong as the top two picks, is that it pretty much relies on its stuns. And if you don't get stuns, it's not actually all that great. But if you do get the stuns and they do hit them, the sheer mobility of the build and the ability to crowd control and deal out a lot of damage is just ridiculous. We've seen
Always
it
room
before
for
in
more.
our playthroughs. He could just absolutely cut through a sort of high number enemy, um, just a high quantity of enemies in one
Ah,
fight,
cursed to put my
and
hands on
just very
everything.
much turn a fight from looking a bit bleak
But
to all of a sudden even,
yeah,
just through
I,
crowd
th- I
control
think
alone.
that's one of the things that's really strong about the open hand monk. Obviously, multi-classing into thief to get the extra bonus action
Yeah,
is just the amount
yeah.
of attacks. And I think that was
Oh,
one
it's absurd.
that was one thing that
Eight
I
attacks is just ridiculous,
yeah,
isn't it? I mean,
and that's one thing that actually when I because you messaged me that and you said quantity of attacks and then
mm,
we didn't say exactly that, but I thought then that's actually a really good point. So in terms of statistically, you would want to have more attacks rather
yeah,
than fewer. So you can kind of I think the battle master so the battle master for example on I think the battle master if fighter that is the battle master fighter would out damage a monk
yeah. Per
if
per damage per share.
if
If we're gonna
everything
call it
hit if everything hit
damage per share, you're gonna go Battlemaster Fighter
yeah
100%. But then
just
again, mobility and a combination of damage output and CC, you're
everything
gonna pick
else
the
yeah
monk.
the
And I
monk yeah
personally love that. Um, I'm not really taking this into account, but also you have to kind of take into account some of the late game items that you get, which if you combine it into the open hand monk, kind of just make it a bit godly, a little bit ridiculous. Some of those items that you can get right at the end are just they're just a
well
bit silly for
the
when you
game
go.
game
Yeah,
breaking
and they can be for a lot of other builds as well, but particularly for this open-handed monk, it kind of just turns you into, I don't even know, Raphael himself.
Raphael
Yeah. Um, but yeah, so that'd be the number three. My personal favorite build, but kind of on this list, it'd be number three. Number two for me is the Oath of Vengeance Paladin. Now, I've actually never even played the Oath of Vengeance as a um, as a subclass.
yeah
I've only done the Oathbreaker, and I tried the good one. I forgot what it was for a little bit. The sort of healing based one. Um, Now, the reason I think Oath of Vengeance is the strongest is because basically, if you combine the fact that it's probably the highest single target damage build and the most survivable, uh, without having to run away from fights and stuff like that. If you take those two things and then add to that with the Oath of Vengeance, that you then give yourself a little bit more mobility because you get Misty Step,
yeah
and then also without needing like an amulet or anything, and also just like generally you just decrease some of those negatives. Essentially, get probably as a melee class the single strongest build in the game. I think it just you can't really beat a class that can do weapon like all weapons, all armor types, um, multiple play styles, very versatile. Um, you know, extra attacks with divine smites, which just give you ridiculous raw damage potential.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the fact that you can be a soft, with all of that, you can be a soft cleric on top of that because you get lay on hands. So that will prevent the squad from dying. And that's what really kind of in some ways makes the life cleric or any cleric choice semi-redundant if you run one of these in a ultra powerful kind of squad of 4, and this is like the kind of replacement for that. Yeah, I think just ultimately this would be number 1 if the number 1 wasn't so unbelievably ridiculous that you could literally just solo run the game with it because of how
And then your number
because
one
of its
is
maneuverability. Number 1 is the Gloomstalker Ranger. Now, obviously, there's a setup for this where you are multi-classing it. Because...
Have you looked into that? Did you have a chance
Yeah, I
to
know
have
exactly
a look?
what it is.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I know exactly
cool.
what it is. But basically, you've got a Gloomstalker Ranger which gets a few levels of Thief and gets a couple of levels of Fighter as well. But to all intents and purposes, the main premise of it is you are a Gloomstalker Ranger. Basically, the build just is ridiculous. It just is, in and of itself, the only build I would say where you could be not like a super advanced D&D player or Baldur's Gate player, and you'd still have a pretty good chance of solo running the game with a Gloomstalker Ranger because it's very, very simple. You stay hidden, you stay out of range, you pick off enemies from afar and stay in the shadows whilst basically getting always high initiative, always the ability to disengage with bonus actions, always the ability to hide.
And this is where we want to, this is where we want to take Astarion, isn't it? Because he's obviously at the moment he's just a rogue, and he's doing. But I say just a rogue. He's got one. He's doing one attack a turn, but it is so good that one attack has won us fights because he can. Especially early game, having a rogue,
turn 1,
he can just delete someone. That just literally get rid. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so who have we got here? This person has quite good initiative on us. Astarion has better initiative because he's got such high initiative because he's got really good dex. He's just going to delete that person completely. Just get rid.
Yeah.
Gone.
Great in the early game. I mean, a lot of these. So again, we'll go kind of track back the open hand monk slightly. Early game, the open hand monk suffers a little bit. You're probably better off. Acts 2 and 3, it becomes much stronger. Act 1, it's not so strong. But this build, just from Act 1 all the way through to the end game, is strong the entire time. It's never weak, this build, for the reasons that we kind of just said. The only weakness to it, really, is crowd control. But when you're hiding from enemies and always staying out of the firing line and just constantly having them try and search for you, you don't really need crowd control because that is your form of crowd control, right? It's you being tucked away and out of harm's way. So, yeah.
I agree.
I think ultimately, Gloomstalker numero uno on the list for me.
Yeah, I think
that would be my top 5.
Yeah, and I'm going to think about what my top 5 would be, because obviously, I think the way I like to play is, I don't have a phobia of long rests. I don't think that's the right way of wording it, but I dislike taking them if I can avoid it.
There's a certain rate at which you use them that feels natural without overcooking it.
Hang on, just a second. Did we? Sorry, Ed. I feel like I need to say this. We killed the Githyanki. I'm just sorry. I've just been looking at this screen. We killed the Inquisitor. I didn't cast a single spell.
Nope. No, you didn't.
I've got all my spell slots.
Correct.
We absolutely wankered them.
We wellied them. We barely took any damage from memory.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm gonna meditate and think about what my top
Your
5 will
list
be.
would
But yeah, okay. So I think now what we need to do is go get the blood of Lathander.
This stayed hidden all this time.
See, this is where a oh, it's up here, isn't it? Yeah, cool. I'm just going through the motions. So we've got these energy things which are stopping us from getting around. So it's very easy to get around these. You just have to take out the energy sources which are powering the barriers, and then don't get caught out by these traps because they are very annoying, and I have actually lost I've died to it like too many times, like an annoying amount of times actually.
I'm just ordering some movie tickets, by the way. Sorry.
Some movie
tickets to see Trap tomorrow.
You're gonna have to tell me what it's like. I
really hope all the reviews are way off the mark, to be honest.
Yeah, I wish I'd well, I need to go see Alien. Well, I say I need to. No, I do need to. I like Alien. I've been to see I think all of the new Alien releases in the cinema. I have. I have. It's not Ridley Scott directing it this time, though, is it? It's a different guy.
Is it not Ridley Scott?
I don't think so. John, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna do it now. Come on, you don't get this on.
Romulus, isn't it?
Hang on, Alien. Romulus.
Romulus.
Director. B-Day Alvarez. Yep, who directed Evil Dead, the new one. Did you watch that?
I still haven't seen it. I need to. It's
good,
isn't it?
It is really good. Yeah, I went to the pictures to watch that. That is really good. I loved that film. Because I love the Evil Dead films. I like Evil Dead 1 and 2 are really good.
Yeah. I do like the originals. Just need to watch it.
Evil Dead 3 is also good, but for completely different reasons. Just because it's hilarious and just silly. Do I actually need you here to do the Blood of Lathander stuff, or can I just pick it up?
Not really. No, go for it.
I don't think anything bad happens, does it? Because we've done the trial.
You could just walk up to it. I'm pretty sure.
A fist-sized piece of amber flecked with crimson.
Yeah, go for it, mate, and then just give it to.
Emitting a radiance.
Guess Shadowheart, really.
This mace.
None of us are going to wield it, are we?
This is the legendary Blood of
Lathander.
Said to contain the blood of the
Can he
I don't
wield
think
that?
he's not. I don't think he's proficient in it.
I think it's got to be Shadowheart, really.
Take the mace.
The glow around the mace sparkles with beautiful disaster. You recall all the measures meant to brutal aches in your body yearn to take it.
I want it.
But you sense it will spell misfortune.
Why does Lazal disapprove? This is what I don't get. We've done everything that we could to... Ed, did you put the sword, everything... You did do...
It's all on it. I've got the Doormaster crest in my infantry, yeah. You can see it now.
Okay, well I didn't put the Dawnmaster crest in, did I? So I fucked it.
Right.
I just went and grabbed it.
You muppet.
Because it wasn't in my inventory. It's fine.
Yeah, would you have
Everything
remembered
is in
though?
motion.
Would you?
No, probably not. Probably not.
So I'm out. It's up. You're fucked though because you're not going to be able to do it without
Keep
me
your
being
wits.
there.
It must be
We've absolutely balls this, mate.
Um,
There's no point in
you,
me being in there.
ye, oh ye of little faith.
Good luck, sir.
Right, so I've got two options.
It's actually included me in the environment, even though I'm outside.
Right, so it's got piercing resistance.
This is not the best start. Lord have mercy
No,
on us.
no, it's not. No, it's not. Where are you?
I'm just outside, in between the.
Are you in
creche and where
turn-based
you are.
mode?
I am, yeah.
Ah, but you can't fast travel, can you?
No, can't do anything really other than. I mean, there's no point in me moving. I might as well just sit here and wait for you.
How
Get
far?
out of there.
How far away are you?
Or die, in which case I'll just bring you back. You know. Actually, what happens if it blows up?
What happens if it blows up?
Does the whole crash blow up?
The whole crash blows up.
Oh, fuck me. So I actually do need to get out then.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
But I can't get out. Oh, we've royally fucked this, mate. We've absolutely royally fucked this.
I can get out.
How can you get out there?
Well, for starters, I'm going to cast Misty Step, and I'm just going to literally get out of the way.
Yeah, but where are you? Which way are you going? Because where are you trying to get out? Out the front?
No, there's a portal that opens.
Yeah, but don't you have to open that?
The portal is open.
Oh.
Right, I'm trying to think where's...
I don't know about this, Bill. I think we should try and do it, but I don't know how I can do it in 4 turns.
You can't get that. You're not going to be able to get there and deal enough damage.
I'm gonna die. I feel like I'm dead.
I think
Because-
you probably are.
Well, as long as you're safe and you get back to camp, I don't really give a fuck what happens to the crash, to be honest.
They've got nothing for me. I got everything that I wanted from them. Okay.
I'm gonna just, in that case,
Hang on.
I can't go back out that way because the lady's that way. I have to come towards you. I have to.
Safe places.
Hang on, Bill. Let me try and get to you.
Hang on.
I think I can get to you.
Krishilek.
It's brought me through.
Safe.
Wow,
Place.
that was quite good. Right. Hang on, Bill. Hang on. I think we can do this. I think I can get through to you and we take out the things before 4 turns are up. I think we can do that. I've got a Misty Step. I think we can do it.
Okay, so I'm going to be able to very easily get out of the creche.
Yeah. Well, because you can do it very easily, you can at least try for a couple of turns, can't you?
No.
What do you mean?
No, because all of this area is red. I've got to get very far away, Ed.
What do you mean? Hold on, Bill. Honestly, hold on. If you do damage to these, I think we've got it in 4 turns. I do. How much health have they got, each of them?
30.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so
You can see where I am, can't you? Now you can see where I am. I'm like just outside. I'm 1 turn out. Might be 2 turns out. I don't know. I'm maximum of 2 turns, minimum 1. A Starin can get there in 1. I'm pretty sure.
Where's the star?
Being able to. He's behind me, but he's got a Misty Step.
You.
Actually, have you got any scrolls of Misty Step?
I do. I'm not going to give them to you because I'm going to. I don't think. You're fucked. You're not going to be able to kill it. You're just not.
Do you not think that if I Misty Step over now, we can get it in 3 turns?
No. No, I don't.
I think in 3 we definitely can.
Well, I'm not going to be there.
Have you never done this before?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
As in, like taking out all the things.
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Because it's not particularly. I think you could do it in 2 turns. I'm pretty sure. With all the extra attacks and stuff we get, it probably only takes us 2 turns.
Yeah. The thing is, having to do it in 2 turns.
Well, we don't have to do it in 2 turns. We'll get 3 turns to do it. If I get a Misty Step, for example, we'll have 3 turns. A Starin and me will be about here, within a turn with Misty Step. Watch your back.
Watch your
It's got
back.
an action, and that doesn't even count as an action. I've got a dash. Oh, hang on, I've got a dash. So I'm even closer with a Starin.
Yeah.
Good thing it went up. Now to get out of here. It's gonna blow.
Can't even see you.
Yeah. So you think
Right,
we can? You think we can?
anyway.
You think we can
I'm
take them out? Yeah.
confident that if me and a Starin get Misty Steps, plus you can attack now, can't you? You can probably take out 1 this turn. Yeah, I'm very confident we can do this.
Okay, so that's 4 damage.
It's only 4. It's pretty
That's
shit.
5 damage. So that's my turn done.
Have you escaped?
Have I escaped? No. I've got to run very
Where are you?
far.
You've gone out the portal, haven't you?
Yeah, but I'm not safe yet. The
I
whole
don't know if that was.
the whole crash, Ed.
I'm not sure that was the play. I'm not sure. Have you got any scroll? You need to scroll your way out, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
How close are you? Yeah, we've wasted a turn already, innit? Alright, well, we're relying on you to escape, basically, then. And then
Correct.
the rest of us will just have to try our utmost to do this. How many scrolls have you got?
Pave my path with.
I'll be
course.
fine.
No more roof. Time to get down from here.
Or have you got any to spare?
Have I got any to spare? Why do you need? Why?
Because
Ed, you're dead. You're dead.
I'm not sure we are. Hang on. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Come on then.
I'm not 100% convinced I'm dead yet.
Oh, I can do scroll the scorching ray. That's probably quite good. Yeah, that got rid of 1.
There you go.
Objective noted.
1 done.
See,
Got
and
any
we've
more then?
still got 2 turns after this.
Don't have any scorching rays left.
Do I want to use another cunning?
Problem is they've got resistance to piercing.
Do they?
Yeah.
That's not ideal, but that could just mean that we just go with a firebolt instead. Is a firebolt going to be better then?
Yes, it will be. Yeah.
100% chance to hit on the last. It's the solar machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, right. I can already get 1 with the star in now.
9.
That's 9. It's alright. And then I need to get over. So if I can either dash and get close now, but then I don't have an attack. Or if I have a scroll of any kind of maneuverability. I do have a scroll of Misty Step, thank God.
Please don't use it. Please don't use it.
Why?
Because
You've got plenty. You said you're fine. You said you're fine.
I don't know if I'm fine, Ed. I don't know how far away
You
I need to
said
be.
you're
I don't know how
fine!
far away I need to be. I can't remember where the red ends.
I'm doing it because I think we can do it in 2 turns.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm confident. With the 3 of us, I'm confident.
Yeah, I really hope so, because then we can maximize XP.
This puts me in range, doesn't it?
I do feel like this is very me, though. Like, literally, we did all of the puzzles, and yet we figured out how to get the Blood of the Thunder without setting off the machine weapon, and yet I did it anyway.
Yeah,
because I just want pain. Because I just thought it was funny. That's how my character.
I've even got a potion of speed if I need it. So yeah, we've got this.
Please don't waste a potion of speed.
I'm not, but I'm saying if I need it, I've got it.
It's there in your back pocket.
For the final turn. I'm gonna use one of these delightful scrolls, but I don't know which one. I think we're gonna go with. Running hand's too far away. I just go with the fire arrow, maybe.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's still piercing, isn't it? Though.
What's better? What's better to die? Is there anything it's weak to?
Weak to? No.
Resistance is piercing, necrotic.
Can't do psychic or poison, obviously, because it's construct.
Poison and okay, so fire or ice is fine. Go with fire.
Okay.
Burning for 2 turns. Get another attack.
Oh, it's fucked. Yeah, it'll be gone next turn.
I'm just gonna do it now, mate.
Okay, so you've only got 2 left.
Told you we'd do this. We'll probably do it this turn. Never mind the last one.
Right. Is there anything I can? Right. Have we got any scrolls at all that do damage? False life, magic weapon, ray of sickness. No. Wank, 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 wank. Come on. Where's my? Okay, we don't have anything. Burning hands. That's not useful at all.
This one's nearly gone already.
Which one?
On the right. I'm about to take it out with my guy. I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to use the arrows. Oh, is that one on the left?
24. You've got it. I take it all back. Everything I said. I'm still going to run away.
Not enough movement. Fuck you mean not enough movement? What are you on about? Oh, it's in the way.
What do you mean target's out of sight?
That's a bit lame. That's super, super lame. Fuck off. I mean, we've still got it next turn anyway, so I'm literally not stressing, but whatever.
Should mind my step.
Yeah, I'll run around the backside, innit? Anything I can use? Items is not. Anything I can use here just to get a last little click away? I don't think there is. One more turn.
Last turn. Last turn.
Got it though. Go fire on that one. Should kill it in one, hopefully. Oh, it's not got it in one. That's a bit of a
Moving in.
woody. Right, can you do your thing with Lae'zel on that one before I make my decision on where I'm putting my next arrow? Ideally, use anything strong just to guarantee it.
Hey.
Take out this one with Lae'zel. Use any strong arrows.
Have you
got.
done all of your attacks?
No, I want you to, because Lae'zel is pinned to that side, so I want her to do hers first before I decide where I'm putting Kalanor's last attack. Use good arrows if you've got them.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Fire would be decent.
Why can't she use the... She can't shoot the lightning arrow, apparently.
Can you use fire?
Arrow of acid.
Doesn't do us damage, I don't think.
Have you got any fire arrows that you can send to Lae'zel?
Will that remove my turn if I do that? No,
Shouldn't
it's
do.
an extra attack. I can give you an ice one.
Do that. Just see if it lets her do it. Cool. Why is it? It's not letting me do it.
I don't understand that.
I don't. It should let me do it. Is the weird thing. Okay, so it's 6 damage. Can you do 6 damage, Ed?
Yeah. Yeah. But then I don't know what Astarin's got to finish. Can you give one of those ice ones to Astarin?
Yeah, I can. I'll just give them to Astarin. There you go. I think I'm in the clear anyway. If you don't, but I think. Oh, cutscene. That's good, isn't it?
Done it. I've done it.
You've done it. Oh, fucking Jesus! Thank God.
So unnecessary.
Well, that was a little bit of stress we didn't need.
Right, back to. Are you going to come back?
I don't know how, but yeah.
Well, this is no longer hostile, so. Because we need to go back through the crash, don't we, and kill all the people.
Dreams.
Correct.
Red.
Including that really difficult fight.
However, I bet that portal's closed, hasn't it?
Mm.
Okay.
Looking ahead.
Where's Lae'zel? Okay, so the portal's gone.
Quickly then. It is done.
I mean, that's really. I'll be honest, that's really quite funny. I took the blood of the thunder and then fucked off, and then just got you guys to deal with it.
Just so.
That is
Yeah,
quite
one
funny. Okay, so I think obviously because I ran away, we're in a bit of a pickle. I can obviously trying to think. Hang on. Let's let's just take 2 minutes because I need to go have a wee and get myself another drink, and then we'll reconvene and just have a think. Right. Okay. And we're back in the room. Just about, I think. Yeah, so I can get back, but I'll have to fast travel. Do you think you're still gonna? We're still gonna.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Just fast travel to the thing and then pinch them from behind. That's what you should do.
I'll try and sneak my way round.
Yeah, you should. You'll be able to if you fast travel to that thing. There'll be nothing in between you.
Well, what I'm worried about is that I think there are a couple of scouts on there.
Not in between that portal and where
Sure.
the enemy that we're about to fight is. Also, I'm going to use a short rest because Starring needs it.
Okay. Fine. Yeah. No, that's in which case that's fine.
I think we got it. I think we got it, bro. How close are these geezers? They're right at the end, aren't they?
They are
From memory.
right at the end from memory. Yeah.
I'll sneak forwards so that. Yeah, I see them now. So Kithrak Sherazin. I see her. I see the wolves. There's one raider. I'm guessing there's a second raider that I just can't see yet. So yeah, you should be able to sneak right up behind them, honestly, and actually probably surprise them. I don't know. Although Gith can't be surprised, can they? So.
I think can they be surprised? I think they can, can't they?
I don't know. I don't actually know. I can't remember if they can or not. I think maybe it's orcs that can't be surprised. Somebody can't.
Always alert. Trying to think what that, who that's would be. Okay, right. I'll do that now then. Okay, so let's take control of. Well, Okay, yeah. So if I go, I'm gonna hide for starters.
Better be cautious.
And then I'm gonna go to Crescio.
Time to press ahead.
Oh my days! There literally is no one here. You're totally right, Ed. You were spot on.
I know, right now.
There's no one here. Wonder if I can speak with Dead with those dead corpses.
You should just walk up to the raider and just kill him. Kill him.
This is actually, well, this is almost a pro MLG strat. Oh my day!
Yeah,
Look,
almost. It's almost like we intended for all of this.
this was all intentional.
Just captured like 5 clips by accident.
Right, so I'm right behind them. Where's Lae'zel? I'll get her in position with you guys.
Unheard, unseen.
So what do you want to do? How do you want to play this? So they've got 2 big walls.
Waiting with bated breath.
With my man. I could do a hypnotic pattern on them. Or do you know what I could do? I could get a glyph of warding off on them. A glyph emits a gust of wind that pushes back everyone within range stepped on by an enemy. We don't. Well, we want the loot, don't we? So we don't want to do that. Acid damage. No. What do you think?
I think.
So I can do big A. So if I do a big AOE, I can do a big AOE and get.
Yeah, do that. Do whatever you feel, mate. Because you're gonna one way or another, you're gonna like. It's gonna be good. They're gonna all turn towards you, and then I might be able to sneak up behind them again, which is the hilarious thing. And they're all surprised. Yeah, you're right. Oh my god, you did loads of damage as well to a couple of them. Yeah, this is gonna be easy as shit. Right, let's see if the sneak works. Hiding failed. Right, got a star in. They are surprised though. Oh yes. Worth it.
Got lightning charges for that. That's good.
Yeah.
Right, okay, now I actually have to think about what I want to do.
Kalanor's initiative was absolutely terrible.
Slashing flourish ranged, I guess.
Somehow. Don't forget Lae'zel.
Oh, is she not in?
Not in the fight, no, but she's around.
I just won't end my turn. Right. That was the worst possible.
Ready for anything.
Where is she? There she is. Save the arrow of lightning,
Taking
apparently.
position.
How about another one? How's that, Gravy?
Nothing important is ever easy.
Victory awaits.
I wonder if this is worth
Save the
cost.
action surge for when it's actually useful. away a bit. But yeah, okay, that's not good. Hopefully it doesn't go through. Obviously I'm going to riposte. Take that. Make no mistake, you'll get this.
I got... That's ridiculous. Oh wow, you're dead.
Swift as my feet can
Ah, rubbish. Bloody rubbish. He dropped the Githyanki crossbow, not his sword. That's good. Nice, 2 kills. Just down to a wolf and a miss.
I think I'll be able to get the wolf in one.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, there you go.
And just 1 hit on Miss Kithrak.
One damage.
Fury, I am death.
Anything of use?
When wielded by Githyanki, this weapon deals an additional 1d6
Oh yeah, that's for Lae'zel.
for psychic
Absolutely.
damage.
For Lae'zel. Give it to Lae'zel. And all shall
Oh,
be good in
and
the
it
world.
also has seldom caught unawares. You gain a +2 bonus to initiative rolls. That is huge.
Yeah.
That is huge.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Because
Yeah, really good. Really
that's
good.
well, it's +2 to initiative in
Walking
Baldur's
in
Gate is
death.
huge. +2 to initiative in
Well,
D&D
that's why you give
isn't
it.
as
That's why you
big.
give the fighters alert, because then they get +8 on initiative, and they're just always first in the turn. Order.
Well, the turn order, it's calculated
fighters can
very
get a
very
bit-
differently.
Yeah.
So having a +2 is
different formula.
that's huge. So there's there's a shield that you can get in Moonrise that gives you initiative.
Should we go kill these?
Yeah, yeah, we're going to go and kill every single person here. Just make sure that I'm putting stuff in wares. That's all. So I can sell it easily. Yep. What's that? When you deal acid using a spell or cantrip. Ring of Elemental Infusion.
Light on my feet.
Right, so we're going to put passives on here, only because it's the Quartermistress.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay. You have 1 second. Take your second. I think this is a fight that we've done a million times. I feel like I've done this exact fight. When I think about Baldur's Gate and I think about fights that we've repeated over and over again, I think about this exact fight, this exact setup, where we've got 2 Githyanki here with high ground, ranged weapons, and 3 fighters. I think they also possibly have magic. I think she has magic. Attacks deal an extra d6 psychic damage. Yeah, okay. So it's a tough one, what we do here.
Right.
What I can
let me get myself in the fight.
What I can do is cast hypnotic pattern.
Go for it. Do whatever you think is gonna be good. I'm gonna get a star in to stand.
Okay, so they're all
Probably not with
they're all,
Kalanor in the
they are
fucking
all
way.
hypnotized, Ed.
Got more.
They should
go.
all be running.
Oh, that means. Oh shit. Oh, what are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm about to go.
Just turn into turn-based mode.
I did, yes.
Oh,
Because
fuck
I
me.
didn't want the hypnotized to run out.
It's okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, I'm gonna go for the Water Mistress.
So you got
Sentry! Intruder spotted. Hitaka!
Oh, it's.
They're surprised. That's good.
Are they surprised?
Mm-hmm.
They are
Why did that
surprised.
break all
They
of
are,
the
they are surprised.
hypnotism?
Yeah, I don't know why it broke the hip.
It's weird.
I don't think it should have done that.
That was a bit weird because you've got your turn back as well. That's not right. Yeah, that something's wrong with that. That shouldn't have happened because you've got your turn back. So you basically had a free turn. That makes no sense.
Well, no, I spent
You have.
I spent a spell slot, which is
Yeah,
great.
you did, but you've still, as in, you shouldn't be able to. I can also just get up close and just kill them.
Right,
as well.
just
That's hilarious.
so with hypnotic pattern, if you do damage to him, it knocks him out of the hypnosis.
Well, I mean, they're all in it anyway, aren't they? So I mean, I
Yes.
might as well.
So, but focus on one person at a time. So go through them methodically. So yeah, you can take him out, her out. Sorry, if you want. That's fine.
Oh shit! We want thingy on, don't we? Passives.
Passives on, yeah. Make sure you do melee damage. Yeah, so she's not.
Oh, the others are not
anymore.
hypnotized. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't really understand how that.
So the
also
other,
my initiative's fucked as well now.
the others. What don't you understand?
So no, I understand why the Quarter Mistress's hypnotism ends. I just don't understand why the other ones ended before. For you, that shouldn't happen because you've still got it casted. You were in turn-based mode.
Yeah.
As soon as we started.
shouldn't- Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know why that happened.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Anyway, it's all good.
It's fine.
Lae'zel
We remedied it. Tab. Okay, I do have a bonus action. I'm actually not going to do anything. I don't think. 'Cause I think anything I do. Oh no, hang on. I could do basic poison. Yeah. Fine. basic poison. Something to do. So I've hypnotized everyone, and then I've poisoned my crossbows. It's quite cool. I like that. I'm into that in a big way. Such a nice glass. New. Grimbergen. $11.28. There you go. Right, what's Astari going to do, Ed? Oh, he's going to make me wait for it. Knocked out. Good. So we can loot her later. Okay. So, still surprised, but also still
May the gods take you first.
see Starian. Big damage.
Lazel's still just chilling, by the way.
Is she not even in the fight?
With every breath,
I said it earlier as well.
unheard, unseen.
These ones can die, right? By the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
We can
So
kill the rest.
take passives off.
Yeah, yeah. Kill the rest of them. Yeah.
Ah,
Leave none
fuck.
alive.
I don't even want to risk it. You're dying today. What? Oh, ready to parry's down. Shit. Bye bye. Oh, I get a little bonus attack too. Going for the raider, the front raider.
Can I just say how fucking strong that hypnotic pattern was? Holy shit. That's the best hypnotic pattern I've ever done. All of them completely immobilized, couldn't take a turn. We picked them off. Perfect. Perfect. That's clinical. It's like we're staring at these master Githyanki fighters and thinking, right, well, what's the biggest risk to us? Well, them doing damage to us. Okay, well, let's hypnotize them so that they don't do anything to us. Brilliant. Do you know what? Occasionally, very occasionally, we have a good idea and we execute it quite well. Quite well. Well, yet to be seen. We're still in combat, I suppose. And it is Lae'zel's go, but she hasn't got any action. What's going on? Ed, what's going on? Is it waiting for you to take a turn, or don't know?
What was that?
Oh, he's going to miss a step away. But that's fine. Okay, so these two guys, they're no longer hypnotized.
It's fine, they're going to die.
I do not care.
What a load of shit. 80% miss with advantage. Crazy.
Swift and lethal. No time to waste.
Do I action surge? Or do we take the damage? What do you want to do?
It's fine, innit? Just go through it. It's fine.
That does not answer my question. So
you don't need an action surge. This fight.
no, it's fine. Fine. Cool.
Stop running away.
They know they're fucked. They're running away.
What's this idiot doing? I have to jump up there. What a little shit eater.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
I'm encumbered. Balls.
More for me. Right.
I'm going to break there, my friend, and grab some grub. I'm quite hungry.
That is absolutely fine by me. I think that's a good place to call the stream to a close. We will be back. We will resume the culling of Kresh Yilek. So please join us again. No Gith will be left alive apart from my hot Gith GF. Thanks for watching, and as always, God bless.